Students, till previous session we have discussed about death cum retirement gratuity. In this session, let us discuss about commutation of pension under section 10 subsection 10A. Pension means a periodical payment received by an employee after his retirement. As per the terms of employment, the employee receives pensions every month after his retirement from service. In some cases, an employee may receive his pension in lump sum. That pension received in lump sum by employee is known as commuted pension. If an employee receives pension in lump sum, that is in full at a time, that pension is known as commuted pension. Exemption is available only in respect of commuted pension and not in respect of monthly pension. As per section 10 subsection 10A, commuted pension received by an government employee is fully exempt from tax. The pension received by non-government employee, that is private employee, is tax free to the extent of 1/3 of full value of commuted pension if he receives any gratuity. If non-government employee receives any gratuity, the exempted limit is 1/3 of full value of commuted pension, that is 1/3 of lump sum amount received. And if the non-government employees or private employee is not receiving any gratuity amount, half of full value of commuted pension is tax free, that is exempted from tax. Remember this point. If he receives gratuity, 1/3 is exempt. If he is not receiving gratuity, half of commuted pension is exempted from tax. Where the employee commutes a portion of the pension, that means if he is not receiving all his pension in one lump sum, but he is receiving only a portion of his pension in lump sum, that is together, and other portion he is receiving monthly, at that time the exemptable amount is to be calculated based on full commuted value. At that time, the commuted pension you have to convert it into full amount and you have to calculate the exempted limit. That let us discuss while solving the problem. See the format of computation of taxable commuted pension. Government employee, he may be central government employee, state government employee or local authority or statutory corporation, fully exempt under section 10 subsection 10A clause 1. And non-government employee who has also received gratuity, see the format, amount received as a commuted pension less 1/3 of full value of commuted pension. And non-government employee who has not received gratuity under section 10 subsection 10A clause 2, the format is amount received less half of full value of commuted pension. This is the format, simple format, only 2 steps are there. Let us solve the problem. Before that, see the notes. Pension received by any legal representative of a deceased employee shall not be taxed under income from a salary, okay, and this is taxable under income from other sources, that is amount received by any legal representative after the death of employee, taxable under income from other sources. And where the commuted pension is taxable, relief also available under section 89. And any pension received by the employee of United Nations organization, that is UNO, is not taxable, and also the pension received by legal representative of ex official of UNO is also exempt from tax. Let us solve the problems. See the first one. Bhavya retired from service on 31st March and received a commuted pension of rupees 1,60,000. Find out taxable commuted pension if she is in respect of gratuity. Second one, if she is not in receipt of gratuity. Here you have to consider Miss Bhavya as receiving gratuity and also not receiving gratuity. If you consider her as receiving gratuity, then the exemptable limit is 1/3 of the commuted pension 1,60,000. If you are considering she is not receiving gratuity, the exemptable limit is half of full value of commuted pension 1,60,000. See the solution. If gratuity is received, commuted pension received is 1,60,000 less exempt under section 10 subsection 10A 1/3 of commuted pension, that is 1/3 of 1,60,000, that amounts to 53,333.333. You can consider only 53,333. When you deduct this amount from commuted pension, the taxable commuted pension amounts to rupees 1,06,667. That is when gratuity is received. If the gratuity is not received, the commuted pension received 1,60,000. From that you have to deduct exempt under section 10 subsection 10A, that is half of commuted pension rupees 1,60,000 into 1/2, that is half, that amounts to rupees 80,000. So, the taxable commuted pension amounts to rupees 80,000. This is a simple problem relating to computation of taxable commuted pension. Let us solve this problem. Bhuvan retired on 31st December after serving for 32 years and 6 months. He received 1,50,000 rupees as gratuity. He also commuted 1/2 of his pension and received rupees 60,000. His average salary for last 10 months was rupees 6,500, whereas the last drawn salary was 6,700 rupees. Compute taxable gratuity and taxable commuted pension. Here the information about he is covered under Payment of Gratuity Act or not covered under Payment of Gratuity Act of 1972 is not mentioned. At that time you have to assume he is not covered under Payment of Gratuity Act. Remember that point. If no information is given in the problem, and in the problem both average salary for 10 months and last drawn salary are mentioned, you have to consider he is not covered by the Payment of Gratuity Act. Okay. See this problem once again. Bhuvan retired on 31st December after serving for 32 years and 10 months. Here you are considering not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. So, you have to consider only the full years of completed years of service, and you have to ignore the fraction of the year. He received rupees 1,50,000 as gratuity, that is amount received as gratuity 1,50,000. He also commuted 1/2 of his pension and received 60,000. That means he is receiving in lump sum only a portion, that is half of his pension, and other half he is receiving monthly in monthly payment. For the purpose of exemption limit calculation purpose, you have to convert it into full amount, that is 60,000 into 2, that is double 1,20,000. His average salary for last 10 months 6,500 rupees. You have to consider this one because he is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act, and last drawn salary you can ignore. Compute taxable gratuity and taxable commuted pension. Let us solve the problem. First you have to calculate the taxable gratuity amount, that you know very well. Calculate. Gratuity received 1,50,000. From that you have to deduct least of the following. Gratuity received 1,50,000 rupees. Half month salary for each year of completed service 6,500 into 1 by 2 into 32, that amounts to rupees 1,04,000. Statutory limit 10 lakh. Least of the following is 1,04,500. When you deduct this 1,04,000 from 1,50,000, you get taxable gratuity as 46,000. This is the taxable gratuity of Mr. Bhuvan. Next, compute taxable commuted pension. Here he received the gratuity amount, so the exemptable limit is 1/3 of commuted pension. Here commuted pension received is 60,000, that you have to write as it is. Then for exempt under section 10 subsection 10A, 1/3 of full value of commuted pension, that is 60,000 into 2 into 1 by 3, that amounts to rupees 40,000. When you deduct this tax free commuted pension from the actual commuted pension received, you get taxable commuted pension as 20,000. Here taxable commuted pension of Mr. Bhuvan is 20,000. He is received gratuity. Remember this point and solve this problem once again. Next, see this problem. Mr. Raja is getting a salary of 5,400 per month since 1/1/2018, make it as 2018, and dearness allowance of rupees 3,500 per month, 50% of which is a part of retirement benefits. He retires on 30th November 2019 after 30 years and 11 months of service. His pension is fixed at 3,800 per month. On 1st February 2020, he gets 3/4 of the pension commuted at 1,59,000. Compute taxable amount of gratuity and pension for the assessment year 2020-21 in the following cases. Here I am not going to solve the problem relating to computation of taxable gratuity, that you have to solve, that is your homework, and I am not discussing about that also because I have solved so many problems, and at this time you should know how to calculate a taxable gratuity amount, and I am discussing only about computation of taxable commuted pension. See the problem from here, that is on 1st February 2019, that is 2020, he gets 3/4 of his pension commuted at 1,59,000. So commuted pension amounts to rupees 1,59,000, that is 3/4. For the purpose of calculation of exemptable limit, you have to convert it into full. Compute pension, that is taxable pension for the assessment year 2020-21. In the cases he is received pension along with gratuity, and if he receives pension but no gratuity, here 3/4 of the pension is commuted, then you have to calculate the full value. How to calculate full value? Commuted pension for 3/4, that is 75. 3/4 means 75%, 1,59,000. Then what is 100%? Cross multiplication. 1,59,000 is 75%, then what is 100%? Cross multiplication, you get the answer as 2,12,000 rupees. Consider he is receiving gratuity, then commuted pension received is 1,59,000. This remains the same, and exempt 1/3 of commuted pension, that is 2,12,000 into 1/3, 70,000. 660 6.666 you get, make it as 70,667. When you deduct from commuted pension received, you get taxable commuted pension as 88,333. This is when you consider him in receipt of gratuity, and if you consider not receiving gratuity, then the computation is as follows. Commuted pension received 1,59,000, from that deduct half of commuted pension, that is full value of commuted pension, that is 1,59,000 into 1 by 2, 1,06,000. When you deduct this amount from commuted pension received, you get taxable commuted pension as 53,000. So, this is about commutation of pension under section 10 subsection 10a. Simple problems are there when he is received under when he received gratuity and when he is not received gratuity, that is for non-government employee, and commuted pension of government employees is fully exempt from tax. Thank you students. In the next session, let us discuss about leave encashment. Thank you.